sorry, recording. Okay. So any question on this topology and the commands basically related to configuration, right? If it is not clear to you, any of you, and also this basic commands. Any questions, any doubts? Okay, fine. So these are the common commands you can use to troubleshoot this issue, right? So today what we are going to do is we are going to troubleshoot one issue, and I want your help. Okay, so basically this is our topology to leaf pair to leaf devices, right? Leaf pair, VTAP pairs, correct? And this is VLAN 110, 110, and yeah, this is 111, right? Similarly here it's 110 and 111. Okay. Now when I'm pinging from H1, right, to H4, that is VLAN 110 to 111, right? Two different subnet, ping is not successful. Okay. So in lab, I'll ping from H1 to H4 and ping is not successful. Okay. I want your help to step by step check where the problem is. Okay. But before we start this, anyone has any question, right? If particular command is not clear or configuration is not clear, then let me know. I have shared topology with you guys so in chat group GHC, so you can refer it. Yeah, anything? Any questions?
Yeah, Vishal, where is this slide located in the SharePoint?
Slide?
Yeah, this slide with the commands.
Slide, I think I have shared. It should be there in the location which I have shared the sessions, right? I think there we should have slides as well. Is it not there?
It's there. It's there.
Yeah, it is there.
It
So
is
you
there.
can, yeah, you can refer this first one, right? With where we have the slides. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead. Right. Okay. So any question or should we proceed with troubleshooting? Okay. So let's start. Okay. So here we have leaf 1A, 1B. Okay. Top two, left side, leaf 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. Okay. VTAP pairs. This is host 1 and rightmost side below is host 4. And this is spine 1, right? Just for our just to check if we want to check anything on spine 1. I have not logged in spine 2 because it's same, right? So I'm just pinging from host 1. So host 1 IP address is if config. So
10.101.
yeah, 10.101, right? And this guy is 11.104, right? Different subnet. Now I am pinging, okay, and ping is not successful, right? It's total failure. It's 100% failure. So there are, okay. So first of all, a customer can come to us, right, with two type of issues. One is ping is 100% failure, right? No traffic is passing, or it's a intermittent traffic drop, right? Packet loss. For both of that, it's a different approach we have to take, right? Troubleshooting approach. So let's first try to understand this, that ping is not successful, right? 100% failure. Can anyone tell me how we should start?
Is H1 able to ping the gateway?
Okay.
The leaves?
So whether H1 is able to ping the gateway, right? Let's check the gateway, correct? So what is the show run interface VLAN 110, right? Or show IP interface brief. So what is the gateway? 10.1,
10.1.
10.1, right? So yeah, let's ping that 10.1. Okay, so it's working, right? Okay, what else? So H1 to gateway is working fine, ping, right? Come on, guys. It's not right or wrong, right? You can say whatever you feel.
Check the
You
local
don't know.
The type
Yeah, go
2
ahead.
route for
first check the ARP, local ARP, whether ARP is getting learned, both the systems.
Okay, so ARP is learned or not, right?
Hmm.
So show ARP for which guy? 101
Yeah.
local, right?
Okay, right.
10.101. So ARP is 10.1, 10.101 is learned on port channel 5. Okay.
Check there as well. H4 whether local connected.
Okay. H4, what you want to check?
Local ARP.
Local ARP on, let's say, let's check on 2A, right? Leave 2A. 11.104. 11.104, right?
it's not learned.
Okay,
Can
it's not learned. Tell me.
using the gateway from the H4.
Okay. Yeah, so we need to ping, then only ARP will learn, right? Let's say, but basically, let's try to ping. Yeah, it's pinging. Now let's check ARP.
Then
ARP is not learned, right? On
No.
2A.
Vishal, you ping 104.
Oh, sorry, I ping. Oh yeah, right.
own IP.
Yeah, my bad. Good that you observed. Okay, now let's check. Okay, ARP is learned. Let's check the other guy also, right? Peer.
It is there.
1104, it is there. Right? So both has learned the local ARP, right? What else?
Yeah. But on leaf A, 11.104 ARP is not learned. Can you check the type 2 routes for this?
Okay. Okay, so tell me the command. Let me bring
show
this.
BGP.
Show BGP EVPN
MAC IP.
route type
Route type.
MAC IP.
Yeah.
Enter.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to check for 11.104, right?
04. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you seeing that?
No. 11.04. No. Yeah, there it is. Sorry. 11.104.
Is it there?
5. Yes. MAC IP from dot size. That should be leaf 2A. And
So
then
does it look good? Or you want to check detail output?
yeah, let's take the detail.
Yes.
Where is let's grab for the or we
Sorry.
can find it here.
Sorry, what do you?
Can we grab for that
Okay.
or check for particular?
Yes. So let's do this, right? Correct.
Yeah.
104 detail. Okay, perfect. So we have only this guy, right? So what do you want to check here on this?
The route 810.
So this is the MAC and IP, right? This is
Yeah.
RD, correct?
Yeah,
We have received from 2AS number, right? Maybe this is VTAP and this guy is
yeah,
spine.
that is okay.
This is the other VTAP IP address, VTAP IP, and this is spine IP address, right? Spine 1 and spine 2. From both we are receiving. Okay. What else?
Can we check the VLAN VR like platform to check the route targets?
Okay. So what config you want to check?
The VLAN, the MAC VRF show and so.
So run
And
sec
BGP.
BGP, right?
Yeah.
So run sec BGP. Yeah.
So overhead is 10.1.1.1.0.1.1.
Mm-hmm. This one you are checking.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In school.
Scroll up, right? Okay. This guy.
10.1.1. It's 10011 route target.
Mm-hmm.
Should be 10.1.1.1.
Okay. Are you sure this is the issue?
That's why it's not importing it into the R table.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Check the R table once more because we checked it only before the ping.
Okay. So this is the ARP table.
It's not learned.
Yeah. Let me
It's
continuously ping, right? Because see, okay. So that, it does not expire. How can I? Okay. Yeah. It's continuous, right? Okay. Now come back to here. Show ARP. Okay. So this is the one, right?
Yeah.
ARP.
Yeah. Can you check the config on the leaf 2A? What's the map for show run section BGP?
Leaf 2A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Show run sec BGP.
Yeah, over here it is being exported by 10011. It should be 10111.
Okay. Other folks, anyone has, do you agree with this? Or there should be something else, some other problem?
Something else.
Something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are doing routing here, right? So I think should be something else.
But we received the BGP route till leaf on name, leaf on. It's just that we're not importing it.
Okay.
Into the,
So you mean to say we are receiving route, right?
yeah.
What happened? Should be time MAC IP. Oh. We don't
It
see.
vanished.
Yeah.
Now we don't see.
Our ping is working or not? Yeah, it's going, right? Oh, no. Oh,
No, I
sorry.
think
Yeah.
the
I'm pinging the wrong guy, right?
other.
Yeah. 11104. Okay. Yeah. So now what's the problem? Tell me. Now you are not receiving.
No, I think with the Mac and ARP might have raised out on the leaf 2A. That's why it got into.
Leaf 2A, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Leaf 2A, show ARP. So yeah, show ARP for this 11104.
Yeah, it got not learned, right? So it went through the route.
Okay. Not learned. So what should we do?
We
It's
should
not learned.
ping again from the host 4.
Okay, let's ping again from host 4 to the gateway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now shall we check this? Okay, so now you learn the MAC. Sorry. Okay, now
let's check if we are receiving the route on the phone.
okay, we are receiving. Let me do it detail, right? So 1 minute. We want there's only 104, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we got it.
Yes. Okay. So basically, see, you are receiving this, right? Update message. So basically that guy 2A has generated type 2 route, right? MAC IP. So this is MAC plus IPR, right? Update. And in fact, the other
Yes.
guy also has generated, right? I think the other look peer basically, Vita peer. This is the other peer who has generated, right? So,
Yes, to be.
but you are not installing it, right? What can be the
Yes.
reason? Is it this RT route target?
Yeah,
So
I
basically,
think so.
what does that mean? What does this mean?
Like we have to import it with that particular target. Export it as well as import it.
Yeah. And so basically we will import. So whatever route is received, if it is matching with this route target, then we will consider it as a part of VLAN 111, right? So basically we will update it for VLAN 111, that type 2 routes, ARP and MAC, right?
Mhm.
Let's check MAC address. MAC is learned or not? So what is the MAC?
And
MAC is
it's
EDD4, right?
yeah,
D4. It's not there, right? So MAC is also
it
not there.
shouldn't be learned. Yeah,
Okay.
shouldn't be learned.
So do you think RT, this is the problem? Because here it is 111 and what we are receiving is with 100011 last 3 digits. So is it this issue or anything else? What do you think, guys? Because until we are sure, right, we can't ask customer to change, right?
Sir,
That
yes, is the problem, correct. Akshita's correct.
is this a problem?
Yeah, route target should match to get into the.
Okay. Okay. Anyone has any other views?
I also agree, and unless there's something else, but this is also one of the problems.
Okay. So yeah, means this is basically we can tell customer that, hey, this is definitely a problem, right? And we can ask them to fix, right? Because this can cause issue. So let's fix it. Show, sorry, VLAN 111, right? And show active. So we will remove first this. And add it. Okay. Anything else do we want to check? I have made that changes. Do you see anything on the screen? Any change?
Yeah, it started thinking.
Yeah,
Pinging
thing is
started,
happening.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was indeed the same this problem, right? So let's check ARP. It is now learned, right, on VXLAN 1 and show MAC address table. That is also EDD4 is learned, right? Anything else still you want to check? Maybe we need to check the 1B or 2B also, right? Because customer might have made same mistake here, correct?
Yeah.
So let's change this. Okay, so it's not that if you configure the correct one, it will remove the first one. Let's say I'm just configuring the correct one. It will keep both. Okay, so basically you have to remove the older one. Okay, you can have both. That's not a problem, right? But it will not overwrite basically. Okay. So I think this was good. And this will be, this is quite common mistake, you know, customer does, right? That they can do. And in schedule STA, I think we either we have or we are going, we'll have this, right? More maybe in future we'll have this this check in multi STA to understand, you know, this RTA and all that is same or not. Okay. Any question or any other?
So in that case, for the multi-STA check, you would need to get like the show tag for just the local VTEP and the remote VTEP?
Yes, all the VTEPs. But
Or
I
all the VTEPs?
think that functionality is still not for RT. It's not there. They have for virtual Mac, VMac as of now. But yeah, we want that also to be included. This.
Okay.
But I think virtual Mac, VTEP IP, that is same. That will be there for VXLAN. Okay. Okay. Any other question? So there is one couple of more commands, right? So this is one more command, show L2 read input all, right? So this is basically what are the, you know, EVPN routes. 1 minute, it is EVPN or L2 read. Show L2 read, yeah, input all. So this is to, you know, get what are the max learned through EVPN. So generally we don't use much this command, and there is another also output, okay, to advertise EVPN routes. But what we have done, right, type 2, and that is enough. I also have, I don't generally, we don't use this for troubleshooting. But there are, these are also, these commands are also there. Okay. Okay, any questions or do we want to troubleshoot more?
If you have some scenario, maybe you can introduce a point.
I'm sorry.
If you have another scenario for troubleshooting.
Yeah, I think let me, I have to add it, right? I
Yeah.
have to introduce, let me try to do so. If quickly I can do that. But yeah, before that, any other questions? Or let's, yeah.
I want to see, like, once we see the EVPN route, right? Can you do show IP route for that host on the loop panel? 10,
You want to see this one?
yes, I want to see the show IP route output.
Oh, show IP route output. Okay. Yes.
10,
Yeah.
1, 11, 0. Okay, so it shows us directly connected because this also has the,
yeah, that is full subnet.
Asymmetric. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, okay. So see, as when you receive type 2 routing updates, right? It's a type 2, right? EVPN route updates. Is it right? MAC IP. So this will, using this update messages, which table will you update? What are the tables you will update? Will you update routing table or will you update other tables? So you receive this update, right? Now you have to use this information to update your tables, right? Which table will you update by using this information?
MAC table, R table, and VXLAN address table.
Yes, so MAC table, right? So MAC address table. So based on this information, so yeah, let me run, you know, full, right? Because we want to check the MAC as well, right? So this, right? So see, this is the MAC information, only MAC information, right? So based on this MAC information, we will update the MAC table, right?
Yes.
And also VXLAN address tables. VXLAN address table, right? To understand, hey, from which VTAP it is received, right? So this is the VTAP we are receiving it from, correct? VTAP IP address
Yeah.
254.5. So you are
Mhm.
learning MAC, that is VX1, and this VTAP IP address, same MAC address and VX1, right? That is by using this route updates, MAC type 2 MAC. By using MAC plus IP update, which is this one, right? What you will receive also, you will update the ARP table, right?
ARP.
So ARP table, MAC address, VLAN, and VX1, right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
by this update type 2 route, you will update MAC, VXLAN address table, and ARP. Will you update routing table?
You shouldn't.
No, right? For IP
Hmm.
prefixes, which type we use to advertise
Type
IP
5.
prefixes? Type 5, right? So
Right.
type 5 will help you to, update the routing table as far as asymmetric is concerned. Okay. When we discuss about symmetric, there is change in behavior. We'll discuss why. Okay. But as far as asymmetric is concerned, you already have this VLAN 111 part of this. So that is connected interface, right? Another VLAN. So basically what you have to do is you have to learn R for this subnet, right? Host.
Yes.
And that is what you are updating by using type 2 update message. Okay. And MAC. And then you should be able to send the packet, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Any question or any doubt?
So for in the EVPN table, can you scroll up?
Yeah, let me, yes. This one.
Okay, so the next hop for this is 254.5, which should be my VTEP of
Yes.
the
2A, 2A, 2B.
2. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
now how do we reach this? It should be through spines. Now for this, we have to check the routing tables.
Yes.
250.
So 254.5, right?
Yes.
So if you check here
Okay.
route, or let me
This
run.
is
Yes.
ECMP. Okay.
Yes. ECMP, right? 2 paths. This is your 2 spines, spine 1 and 2.
Is there any way in this, like, we can figure out what link will it choose if we have this source and this destination?
Sorry, which link?
Will it choose from these two? If you know the source,
hashing,
then,
right?
yeah. Yes.
I
Yes.
think for Jericho, I have to check again. For some platform there was, but not sure again on VXLAN for VXLAN encapsulated traffic, right? Which link will it use?
Okay.
Yes.
Or we can put an IPACL on the spines to check.
IPACL, the problem with IPACL is
It will be VXLAN
encapsulated, right? So that again is tricky.
Yeah.
Because IPACL, you can put ACL on spine 1 to 81, right? Or 2, but
Yeah.
that will be outer header, which will be all right, because you want to check
Yes.
H1 to H4, correct? Traffic, which will be encapsulated inside inner headers.
Yeah.
But definitely you can, yeah, go ahead.
So if we put it in, if we put an IPACL on leaf 2A or 2B to see if the traffic is received or not, and maybe put an IPACL or a mirror session and point it to CPU, will we see the encapsulated packet?
Okay, so where you are asking here on this interface?
Yes, on the ingress of
I think that will be also encapsulated.
Okay.
But see, what you can, so basically you can do it here.
Yeah.
Or you have to mirror it, right? You have to mirror it. Mirror, right? And obviously, see, the problem with mirror is, what will be the problem? Anyone?
It will be 100 gig or 40 gig links.
Yeah, it will be too much traffic because all traffic is this uplink, right, towards spine. So do you know what can we do?
Filter it in the mirrors.
But filter with what? Outer
Ah.
IP is again same VTAP IPs, right?
Yeah.
Source VTAP to destination VTAP, right?
Hmm.
So what can we do? Others are following. Others.
We can filter with the UDP port.
Right. Okay. But again, see, let's say you have more VTAPs here. Okay. Or even this VTAPs, right? There are many hosts. All traffic will be VXLAN encapsulated and the UDP port will be 4789, right? Destination. Obviously, source port will be something different. So you mean to say filter with what?
Filter with 4789.
But
Okay,
that would
but
be
then
all
all traffic will fall into this, right? Destination port. Even traffic coming from here also will fall into destination port 4789.
Vishal, just a query apart from this. Will the CPU choke or collapse in case we are mirroring a huge amount of traffic towards CPU? Will there be any
Okay.
filters, control plane, just in case I'm asking?
Yes, yes. No, that's a right question. And many times customer will ask you, right? So when you mirror traffic of this physical interface, which is 100 gig, and we send it to CPU. So this is, let's say 100 gig interface, you send it to CPU, whether there is an impact on CPU, right? Because then it can cause bigger impact. So that's not, because we have control plane ACL and rate limit, right? So we have rate limit for control plane ACL, right? So we will rate limit the traffic before we send out to CPU. So basically we will just send, I don't remember exact number, maybe 1 MB or 10 MB traffic, or at the max 1 gig traffic to the CPU. All other traffic, right? We will drop it.
Okay.
Yes.
So even mirroring to CPU won't be helpful because it might be dropped by a call.
Yeah, that's right. Because you never know, you don't know, right, whether right packet you are receiving or not. But there is one workaround, if you guys remember, we just discussed during our Tech Talk call Monday or Tuesday, basically. Yeah.
The truncate one.
Yes, truncate one, right? Truncated. So basically what you are doing is, right? See, this packet will be of large size, right? Maybe 1500 byte, whatever traffic you are sending from H1 to H4 or from many all other hosts to other hosts, right? Traffic will be 1500 or more than that, right? What we are doing is by using truncation, basically this feature, we will just take the first byte, some byte, I think, I don't remember, 128 byte or whatever, plus 64 something. We will just pick up that only header bytes, right? With where the main information is, right? Header information, which we are interested in. We are not interested in payload, right? Whatever data traffic that we are not interested. We are only interested in headers, right? So that only will be punted to CPU. So basically you can greatly reduce the rate of, basically at same rate 1 gig, let's say, is allowed, we can accommodate a lot of packets, right? Many packets after truncation, right? So you can use this truncated feature, which in fact they have used in that troubleshooting, right? In that, and you can refer that into VXLAN EVPN site troubleshooting TCP dump. So there also we have added that now. So you guys can just refer that. right? So mirroring truncation, right? So you can just go through this. And there are other, filters as well, right? CPU with ACLs, mirror to CPU with grab, right? So you can just refer this. Even you can match the inner bits, right? Inner IP headers. So once, let's say you got the packet capture, right? Which has everything, all the hosts, and you want to now filter only with particular inner source IP or destination source MAC, right? You can use this filter to grab the packet. Okay, grab particular packet. So just feel free to use, or even VNI. You can filter with VNI as well, right? For particular VLAN. Okay. So yeah, you can use this. In fact, TCP dump, yeah, basically you can read that PCAP only for this filters. Okay. So just whenever you are free, just go through this and yeah, keep this in mind. And I think this will be very helpful. Another way is using SFlow. Okay, so you can also use SFlow in case many in Trident platform, at least now in latest EOS, it is supported, but it was not supported natively, right? We have to do some trick to make it work, and in that case also it was not fully supported. So in that case you can also use SFlow as an alternative. Okay, so yeah, this will be helpful to you guys, especially to troubleshoot this VXLANs. Okay. Okay, so what else? Any other thought? Any? Okay. So now I have one question, right? Basically, as we discussed, there are two type of issue. One is full traffic loss, right? Full traffic loss, right? So in full traffic loss, what we will do is, right? How we will troubleshoot is, first, maybe, we can check from H1 to ping to the gateway, right? And H4 to ping to the gateway, whether that is pinging or not, right? So local ping, right? Local ping. If we have to, put down the steps, right? How we will troubleshoot. Then we will check the local ARP, right? Local ARP locally learned or not at both sides for local host, right? Local ARP, is it learned or not? Local ARP, right? Okay, so local ARP is learned. If it is not learned, then that issue is only within this guys, right? Why local ARP is not learned? We have to troubleshoot this part. Okay, but if local ARP is learned, right, then what next we have to check is whether we are receiving. Okay, then we will check that ARP for remote host, right? ARP for remote host, whether we have updated ARP and MAC. Yeah, let's check both, right? MAC and ARP. So next step is whether MAC and ARP is learned for remote host or not, right?
Yep.
Right. So that's what we did, right? We checked that ARP for remote host, this guy, and it was not learned, right? It was showing not learned, right? Not learned.
Mhm.
So now what is the next step? We need to check that, hey, are we receiving route or not? Type 2 route update from this guy, right? So we check that type 2 update is there or not. Type 2 route update is received or not on this one. And similarly, same checks is for remote host for this guy, H1, right?
Return
On
traffic.
2A2B, right? Now when we check that, we observe that, yeah, we are receiving type 2 route updates, right? We are receiving that. Next is we have to identify whether is it proper or not, right? RT is proper, route target is proper or not, route distinguisher is correct or not. What else will you check? RT, RD, what else? What can be the another issue?
Mhm.
Okay, let me show you that, right? Config.
Yeah.
Basically this one.
Redistribute learn.
Yes. Yeah, but see, if you Okay, so that's right. That you definitely we should check, right? But if you have not configured the distribute learn, then this route you will not receive, right? From the other side. But I just want to show you this. What else you will check? You will check, okay, RD is proper or not, RT is proper or not, right? Route target. What else?
If it is proper MAC and IP.
Correct. Update is
Like-
for MAC and ARP is correct or not, right? MAC and ARP,
Yeah.
right? What else? Anything else, basically?
Whether are we receiving this from the correct VTAP or not?
Yes, correct VTAP or not, right? So we know that this particular host is behind this VTAP, right? So are we receiving it from correct VTAP, or in case of MAC flap, right? It is possible that you are receiving it from another VTAP, other VTAP, which is advertising. So basically what will happen? You still learn the ARP, but it is from wrong VTAP. You end up sending that packet to that VTAP, and then it will be black hole, right? It will be dropped. So you also have to make sure that you are receiving it from correct VTAP, right? Anything else? Anything you can, from this, you can find out any other stuff.
VNI?
Yes, VNI. So if the way you have configured different route target, right? It is possible that customer might have, show run interface VXLAN 1. It might have configured different VNI, right? 10011, let's say. So in that case also you will observe the same issue, right? Your data traffic will be dropped, because when you send data traffic, you will send with this VLAN, VNI, and the other side that VNI is not present for this VLAN, right? So you will drop that packet, correct? So yes, so these are the information you can check, right? That whether you have received route or not, type 2 update or not. So yeah, you have received RD, RT, VNI.
Vishal, if the VNI is wrong, and if you're using VLAN aware bundles, then the route will get imported in a wrong VLAN, right?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'll just put here VNI and VTAP, right? Okay, yeah. So now your question is, yes, you are right. So in VLAN aware bundle, right? VLAN aware bundle, if other folks are remember this, VLAN aware bundle, we have multiple VLAN. So VLAN 10 to 12 will have same RD and RT, same RD and RT value, right? So in this case, even though you receive route target as this, right? You won't be able to identify this belongs to which VLAN, right? Is it VLAN 10, 11 or 12? This ARP I have to add to which VLAN, and there you need to, check the VNI, and based on that you will update that ARP table, right? Based on VNI value. So as Rohit, as you mentioned, right? Basically, you will not update even ARP properly because VNI is different, right? Mismatch in this case. But in VLAN base, you will update ARP table, but data traffic will be impacted if VNI is different, right? So if in VLAN base, you will obviously update the ARP, right? But your data traffic will be impacted because when you send with this particular VNI, the other guy don't have that. Okay. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So any other stuff? Okay. So basically you check that, type 2 route is received or not. In case this route is not received here, right, on this leaf 1A, then what will you check?
If on the remote VTAP, if it is learned locally or not first.
Yes. So first you will check that, hey, local ARP is learned or not, right? ARP is learned or not. If it is learned, whether it has generated type 2 route correctly, type 2 route locally generated or not. And if it is it has generated, whether it is advertising to spine, right? And if spine is receiving it or not, and then it is further advertising to this guy or not. So there can be issue in any of this, either locally it's not generated, or it is not advertised properly to spines, right? Or spine is not advertising further, right? So these are the different possible ways where this type EVPN route can get missed, right? It's same as BGP troubleshooting. You can also check EVPN summary, right? Just to make sure that you have EVPN neighborship up or not, right? Summary. In fact, you will not also install route if your next stop is not reachable, right? So just make sure your VTAP to VTAP or whatever is the next stop reachability is proper, like underlay BGP is or up or not, underlay BGP or route is received or not, right? So these are the other checks you want to do to make sure that route is received correctly. Okay. Anything else we need to check? Okay, so yeah, I think this is what we need to check. Okay, so now okay, so this is what we discuss about in term of total traffic loss, right? Uh, full packet drop. What about partial packet drop? Will you check what we have already done? What we discuss? Partial packet loss. Partial packet drop means if you ping from H1 to H4, 10 or 20% packet loss.
In that case, we can check if that MAC address of the R tables first are actually flapping or not.
Sorry, come again.
If the MAC address, MAC entry and the ARP is actually flapping or not.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically on VTABs, we will check whether MAC and ARP is flapping or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. MAC or ARP flap. Why? What can happen if it's flapping?
Because maybe if there is the remote VTAPs, there is like a duplicate IP or something, we can receive the routes from different VTAPs, and we will update our EVPN table with the latest route that we receive, and then it could go to the wrong VTAP.
Right. So let's say this is 3A, 3B, right? Another VTAP. And by mistake, this guy host 4 is also connected here, or there is loop somewhere L2 here, right? Something. And this H4 is also connected to this guy, or there is a loop because of any XYZ condition. It can be lower L2 network is different vendor, or even Arista is creating loop, or because of bug we are advertising VXLAN packet or whatever reason. So what can happen is this MAC, let's say consider this as H4 MAC, right? So H4 MAC will learn. Okay, so initially it learned here, right? And it will also learn over here as a VX1 interface. Okay, VX1 here. So that's fine. But because of loop, you also H4 might send some traffic here on this guys, right? There here in this case. So what they will do is they will learn this H4 MAC locally. H4 MAC locally. So initially, before this, as 2A, 2B has learned, you have this MAC H4 learned, right? From VTEP 2, right? Now this guy is learning this MAC. As soon as this learns the MAC, it will send out type 2 update, right? Type 2 update, MAC IP. And that will be received by this guy. This will change this to, to VTEP 2 instead of VTEP 2 to 3, right? and this guy might start sending this traffic to 3A, 3B. And then again, it might flap and continuously, because this guy is also receiving some traffic. It will again update type 2 route. So basically, it's continuously learning and, changing the VTAP and all that, learning, flushing MAC and all that. This might cause CPU high, or, agent going high, right? Or basically, at one point of time, there is no ARP or MAC, right? And we might lose some packet. In fact, if even though because of some bug, this guy is receiving this packet from locally, right? Then also it is possible that you end up sending packet here and it black holes, right? So yeah, so this is one reason, right? MAC and ARP flap, or basically L2 loop, right? L2 loop, which can cause this intermittent packet loss, right? Is it clear? Any question? Or anyone wants to add anything? Or if this is not clear, yeah, go ahead.
I think, but in EVPN there is a one feature. It's posts are keep on flapping. It's I stop advertising, block the advertising. I believe so. I'm not in
Yeah.
that feature. Yeah, I think 4 or 5 times it waits after that and block the advertising.
Yes, so that is very good point. So see, what will happen here or can happen is, as Ajay mentioned, there is a feature, right? If you see that there is a MAC is flapping continuously between these ports, right? It will put it into blacklist. Okay, blacklist. Like we have this in BGP, right? That what route dampening, right?
Yeah.
Dampening.
Route dampening. It's similar way, means when MAC is flapping more than few times within particular time frame, then we will blacklist this. But see, again, even though we blacklist this, right, basically it prevents that, our ARP, basically if there are 1 or 2 MAC which is continuously flapping, which can create havoc, your agent goes high and CPU goes high, and it will affect all the other hosts, right? Communication. So basically what we are doing is we blacklist this guy. So at least our agent and all that is perfect, right? It's not impacted, only this blacklist. So but what we will do is, when it is blacklisted, we will not generate type 2 route for this guy, for this MAC, ARP and MAC. So basically, this if H1 wants to send packet to H4, this MAC and ARP is not learned here, because now type 2 route update is also not sent, right? Because of it is blacklisted. So this particular traffic is still impacted, okay? But at least you are avoiding the bigger problem, right? So that's one good thing of blacklist. So whenever you face this type of issue, it's good to check show log messages, right? To check if there is MAC flap or there is any blacklist on your network or not for particular MAC, right? Or their messages are there. And then we have commands clear blacklist, that to clear that out and all that stuff. Okay. But yeah, this was very good point that this can also happen. Okay. Anything else or any other issue?
Maybe if the traffic is hashing to a particular spine, there might be CRCs or something that could be causing the issue.
Yes, right. So yeah, anything related to CRC and all that can cause the issue. That's right. Right. That can drop the packet. That's true. Link issue or any other, even particular devices, dropping some packet because of some bug,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
I would want to shut down a particular link to spine if customer allows. And see
Yes, but see, for that, first you have to identify which device and link is causing. So obviously, yeah, you can just check all the links, right? All the links, right? To see if there is CRC errors or not. And obviously, if you find some CRC errors, you can shut down that link. That's perfect.
Yeah.
But if particular packet is getting dropped silently or on particular device, then you have to identify that device, right? Which device is dropping that packet. So between H1 to H4, there is possibility that either of this device is dropping, or spine 1, 2 is dropping, or these two guys are dropping, right? So you have to identify which device is culprit. So in that case, what should we do to identify that?
I think Vishal, first we need to check the local ping for the host, whether is any drop. Then if where this local is there any drop, then we should check counter drops, etc. Hardware drops in the attack is there.
Right. So yeah, definitely you can check local ping, right? Even you can ching VTAP to VTAP ping just to see if in path there is any ping drop, right? In fact, with DF bit, do not fragment DF bit set with for different packet size, because it is possible that it's spine, but if it is internet or even spine or in between L2 devices, MTU mismatch and all that stuff, which is dropping higher MTU packets of data plane, right? So that also you can check, right? VTAP to VTAP. Another thing is you can put ACL here to count that packet. You are receiving an ACL here to send the packet egress, to at least make sure which direction has a drop, whether forward direction has a drop or reverse direction has a drop, right? And based on that, again, you can further narrow down the issue, right? You can also check out discards are there or not on any of these devices, right? Out discards due to congestion, correct? There is one case we observed where, the MAC was not learned somehow because of some bug. MAC was not learned here, even though we were receiving type 2 route, or even in case of VXLAN data, right? And what we will do, we will flood the traffic, right? We will make multiple copies of that for that destination MAC for all the VTAPs. And now in your network, you have 50 VTAPs. You make 50 copies of that particular MAC. And if that traffic is 10 gig, right? You make 10 into 50 gig of traffic, right? Which will congest your uplinks, or particular one uplink if it is passing through one due to ECMP hashing. And because of that, you might see out discards here on leaf spine uplinks, right? So that is another issue where you see partial drops, partial ping loss, right? Which is also quite common issue we have seen with Bharti Airtel. Okay. So yeah, anything else, or if it's not clear, if you want, we can discuss maybe in next session. We can have, I'll try to introduce one or two issues and we can troubleshoot, right? But yeah, I would say please do lab, right? Do hands-on, so that, and let me know if you want lab access or any other stuff, right, for lab. But yeah, that will be very helpful. And then we can discuss in next session if you have any observations from lab. Okay. Any question?
No, Vishal, I'm good.
Okay, fine. Then I think, yeah, we'll have on Friday. So let's sync up on Friday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Vishal.